Well, I didn't even get to smile for my life. So, I apologize for that picture. It looks like I'm trying to take over the world. Kind of thumbnail there, so. Well, we can actually mute the mic. That's very nice. Well, we'll just, this is gonna take me a few minutes. And I think I just spelled that wrong. Not many settings anyway. So anyway, my name is Ace Miles. I'll be playing that part on this live stream. Today we're going to talk about something very interesting that I stumbled across upon. And I want to put some music on for the background, just so it's not kind of like dead air.
Taco Bell's new $5 cravings deal has all of Taylor's favorites, like the beefy 5-layer burrito, cinnamon twist, crunchy taco, cheesy gordita crunch, and a medium drink.
I'm trying to wait to see if anybody will come in, though. There wasn't really there is a thing for sharing, but let me do Twitter. So I guess I'll just do my disclosure kind of thing. I am not a doctor. I'm not playing one. I'm a kind of the person to help humanity in any way possible. This is why it's called educational. If you're a fan of tuna fish, this is for the purpose of if you or maybe it's not really an age thing to put it off right at the bat. If you are forgetting things for any, I would say more than 3 things at a specific time, there is an actual fact that if you that if you learn to juggle, it happens to help the brain stimulate it, so to where you're doing this. Now I recommend these. I got these at the dollar store. They're very soft. So if, like, say like you had one floor, you know, you won't make that much noise. And pretty much just doing this with the combination of, now everybody should, I mean, it's common knowledge. I mean, you know, if you, small talk really, of they say that if you eat tuna fish, that's like, the fish oil helps the brain pretty much. So the combination of doing this, I recommend that you know, do the combination of this. Just the tuna fish alone, if you eat it more than 2 days in a week, that I think that it was recommended for people to actually have fish in their diet. I think it's only like one, but like, if you have the tuna fish, let's say today, and it takes some time to get through your system, and the following day, for me, because I was the, you know, the guinea pig on this, is that the following day I would start remembering stuff like from like more than 10 years ago. So with that said, I do challenge people to do this, because like, for me it was kind of like life changing. The good thing about it is the tuna fish, the tuna fish, you can get like maybe like 2 sandwiches out of it for only like I think it was like 67 cents. They're really kind of affordable. Like, I'm guessing it would be cheaper than what it was for it to do, you know, if you actually cook the fish. Like if you actually got a fish and cooked it. So that's a cheaper way of doing it. The other thing is that these I got at the dollar store. It was Dollar Tree. The other thing is that if you would want a more challenge, I would recommend the tennis balls. But like I said, if you're just doing it as an experiment thing, that these were only $1 and you get 3 of them. I don't know where the other one is. I think they came in 4-pack, because I remember having 3 of these and then having the yellow ball. For some reason they came in there like that. And the other educational thing that I want to talk about is kind of really kind of mind-blowing. And if you are a type of person that likes to be educated, either know that you're doing it on your own pace. Life of Origin, I was really curious. I was always been curious about chemistry. I even got my own book, which I'm kind of learning, because it's numerous of reasons. Origin of life is kind of a like a different kind of chemistry. They go into they're orthodontists. I'm pronouncing it wrong, but if it's here on YouTube, it's about 43 or 46 minutes. And if you were curious of like where life really evolved, it's pretty interesting. They don't really, they tell you like the chemistry aspect of it. I'm pretty sure there's other ones to where they explain it more, but it goes into details of like where life really came from. Uh, it was mind blowing. Ever since I watched it, it kind of put on a different aspect of like how we evolved and like where you know really things have progressed as far as you know life and everything like that. I don't want to go into too much detail because if you are curious, I really want you to use that as you know a fuel to really you know have motivation and you know to be curious. I wanted to try to also to for this to be informal. I should have put it at the beginning of the stream, but as of right now, thankfully we got the streaming on our phones right now, so we can do spontaneous kind of videos to where I'm really glad that they did it on the phone. I was actually questioning that just a couple of months ago. I mean, like, why don't they do to where you could stream on your phone? And here it is. So, very weird. I have moments like that to where, you know, I you know, it's just a thought in my head, and it just blows my mind that we're like, here we are, we could stream from our phones. It's really great because like I tried to do it on this is only my second stream and I'm doing a lot better on here because I don't have to figure out the software and that whole thing. Even though that I kind of miss, you know, trying to do it. It's a little bit more challenging on the computer because you got to learn the software. I'm a type of person that really I'll do it for the challenge, but now it's coming into where it's gonna cost me money, so I'm kind of like that kind of thing. I don't know if I really want to do an update on the music thing. All I want to say for the music thing is that progressing a lot more to where I'm doing it as a technical thing. For the music, I am like, if I think of a chord, I try to figure out the key, and then by theory I figure out what chords that I could use, because I'm at the point, the solid point of it is that I got the lyrics, drums, bass, and you know, everything's that's all done. Now I'm trying to do it to where I could figure out the guitar parts, and on top of that, figure out what key I have to sing for my voice. So everything's coming together. Possibly, hopefully, it won't take me 3 weeks, but I am going to be going out there and actually playing shows for open mics around here. So stay tuned for that. There's I don't want to say this and actually not do it. So I might post some shows, I might not. Thankfully that we got streams now. I might do practice musical things on here, but the thing is with that is that the things that I'm practicing are things that I'm trying to get the songs done, so it's kind of hard. So I got to figure out that there will be practice streams, because I think there's a very big persistence now in that they have done it. Plus I got a little bit more subscribers, so I got to figure out. I got a very busy scheduling with broadcasting, streaming, and I got 3 of them now. I had one, and the one wasn't going so well. Where I guess I do it as a practice, and the other one I can get paid, and this one I just enjoy doing streams now. It's really weird, because when I started off I was doing it as a, starting with the camera and doing the whole thing, and eventually if I get to where I could, spend some money on it, I will, because like I miss the camera aspect. Like when I do, say, like a location type of thing, it would be great to have like an actual camera to where I wouldn't have to use my phone. But the thing with the cameras is you always got to worry about, not having enough to where the camera's updated. So it's as far as, coming into money, it's really maybe something down the road. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. I really appreciate it. Help me, please, spread the word. I'm grateful for all my subscribers, and for those people that are actually following the LA Beast. I will see you in a live stream, hopefully this week, some way or another. And I really hope that people try the tuna fish and juggling. If anything, you could be a good juggler. I'm not really good at that thing, but if it challenges the mind, keeps the mind activated, it expands your mind to where they actually had it, to where they actually physically had, a regular mind and one thing after it, and it shows, that it has the growth. The thing that I would like to point out that's kind of interesting is that it's the memorization, the interlobe, or whatever they call it, to where it's right here. That's where it was uh, spreading. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anything to like that just hit me. Uh, when you have cancer and it takes up like maybe like this much to wherever the cancer is in the brain. So like that really might you know cure cancer. I don't know. Hello. What was that, Emily? I got I gotta get this, try to get this thing that's off my I can't get it off there now. Okay. Emma. Welcome, Emma. Hello, I hope you're doing well on this, it's a gloomy Sunday over here. And I'm almost about done with me talking, though. Any questions or... So as far as that is concerned, what was I gonna say now? As far as I know, there's really no real known cure for it. For really, man, everybody likes that guitar. I'm very proud of owning that. Little bit of a backstory of that. I tried, my friend had a guitar for some reason, and it's weird how, like, a lot of people will want to try to play the guitar and they'll get a guitar and, like, my two of my friends, really, the one that had it was I don't know, he was really young and it was just sitting there, and I was like, man, you know, it was sitting there in the corner, and it just, I asked him, can I play? And he's like, and I get up there and I played it, and it was like totally spontaneous, and I was like playing like I play pretty fast, but like I was playing like at least 70, 65, 70% faster than what I usually play, and I was like, man, I really got to put that on my must-buy list. And the after that, I put it on my must-do list, and like I've been putting it off. You know, I didn't have the money, and then Z Sounds, one of my supervisors at my old job recommended Z Sounds. You know, you could put it in there for 4 months payments, and then they break it down to you. And I was like, luckily they had my dream guitar. That's my dream guitar right there, and I'm just really loving it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, really. And I'm not gonna get into. Well, it's like $350 if you can get that Pacific model, and the payments were only like $87 for the 4 months. You could go 6 to 12, but the 6 to 12, I have to say this before you get excited, is that the 6 to 12, if you're credit is really not that good. I recommend you only going 3 to 4 months. Anything under $100, in my opinion, is good. So there's my little plug for Z Sounds. If there's any musicians that technically will watch this video or live stream, I'm sorry, I'm so used to videos now, so I gotta get used to this. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer because I know it takes a little while for everybody to come and join the streams. The other reason why I'm not gonna go that long is because I got 2 other broadcasts that I have to do today, and hopefully everything will go smoother than possibly this one. I always try to top myself. I'm very competitive of myself that way. I guess I'll talk about the other thing is that I like to share kind of techniques of things that I learned from YouTube, even though that people might not be motivated or, you know, geared towards doing it themselves, even though that sometimes it takes one person talking about it. I was like, the interesting thing about learning how to you know, find out what key you're in is, it's pretty simple. If you can if you're already a singer, you know, that's great, but like if you could hum the, like if you hear the humming part in it, and this is how I learned it. There's an actual guy that teaches you how to do it, to where you can take the keyboard and you can be like, okay, I'm hearing like it might be an A, and then there's a scale that you can do until you find the note. So trust me, it really does work. If you don't know your scales though, if you have a keyboard, it would probably be easier to... Everybody has a way of like figuring out, like, I know my music theory, like the whole half thing is because I took actually guitar lessons for about a year, and we actually got it in that part. So yeah, that is highly recommended, to where if you know how to hum, you could kind of figure it out in even keyboards. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter. I can even if you played the ukulele, I'm pretty sure you could figure it out. Which I'm meaning to take up. As a guitarist, this is kind of funny to say. You like drums and keyboards? That's actually a good dynamic. For me, for keyboards, it actually does broaden your ear very well. Like it was like 4 or 5 days ago I was doing that, and I was figuring out, like, Lean on Me is a very good song to practice on, because like it goes to where the vocals, where it's like dun 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 dun, and that's like a step up, a step scale vocal stairs kind of thing, to where you're doing it to the vocal thing. So that might be another technical, educational thing if you're trying to figure out your own songs as well, too. I can't believe I've been going on for 30 minutes already about interesting things. This is kind of interesting. Well, I didn't even get to smile for my life. So, I apologize for that picture. It looks like I'm trying to take over the world. Kind of thumbnail there, so. Well, we can actually mute the mic. That's very nice. Well, we'll just, this is gonna take me a few minutes. And I think I just spelled that wrong. not, not many settings anyway. So anyway, my name is Ace Miles. I'll be playing that part on this live stream. Today we're going to talk about something very interesting that I stumbled across upon. And I want to put some music on for the background, just so it's not kind of like dead air.
Taco Bell's new $5 cravings deal has all of Taylor's favorites, like the beefy 5-layer burrito, cinnamon twist, crunchy taco, cheesy gordita crunch, and a medium drink.
I'm trying to wait to see if anybody will come in, though.
Taco Bell's new $5 cravings deal.
There wasn't really... no reason to be sorry. I'm trying to figure out something else to talk about. I'm running out of ideas here. But for some reason I'm feeling a little bit dizzy for some reason. I don't know why. It might be the caffeine. Caffeine is good and bad for you, just so you know. caffeine actually is kind of like a chemical, a chemical, a friendlier chemical. Like, for instance, drinking it is okay, but this one person and I, for the love of for the love of Pete, I don't know why they did it. They actually took a needle and actually injected it in their veins, and the guy passed away. So if you're gonna do anything like that, I highly recommend you research it first before you actually do it. Just like tuna fish and juggling, again, a lot of people are not into fish, which is the downfall for humanity. If you like fish, I highly recommend you eat fish. I was like, I was really remembering stuff. It was amazing to me because, like, they say anything over 10 years, like, that's the. If you don't eat fish, I'm guessing, you know, for the lifespan of 10 years of memory, that's pretty much. I mean, 10 years is good, but it's also not kind of good. I guess it also has to deal with if you don't exercise, remembering a certain thing that you will possibly forget it. Or, like, for instance, like music lyrics, like, they were basing it off of that. So I am thinking about getting off of this live stream because of I'm not feeling very well, and I'm running out of things to talk about. Do you like Skippy? Do you mean the LABs? Or food? Peanut butter. I actually did a comparison to like Life peanut butter and like Skippy, and I really didn't see any difference. I mean, peanut butter is peanut butter. I think I did like Skippy a lot more than Life when, but I think it was mostly because I think Skippy peanut butter is more cheaper. Now, if you're talking about the LA Beast, then yeah, he actually helped me get a little bit more subscribers. I give him mad props to where he's his own machine, his own beast. I couldn't do the eating challenge. It was just for that's his thing. Mine is more educational and yes, I actually do like the LA Beast. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have 37 subscribers. I keep on going into his live streams and communicating with the others, and I had 25, and I don't even remember how I got to 25, other than just, subscribing to them and then, just, doing my videos. But I don't do videos that much, which doesn't make sense to me because I've been doing broadcasts for Live Me and any other ones, and it's just coming second nature for me for now. So it really it doesn't make any sense for me not to do videos or live streams or whatever you want to call them. So that is all that I have for today. I have to get off of here and get ready for my next broadcasting adventure. I hope you got some educational thing out of it here. I appreciate all my subscribers and for coming in. You're good on guitar. Thank you. It took me many years to get to where I am. And it's true what they say, practice, practice, practice. 3 elements, even though it's only one. Thank you, Emma, for coming by. I really wish I could go on longer, but I have to get out of here. You're welcome. Thank you. Are you an actual subscriber? I am really hoping that I can do a practice stream. I think that would be a challenge. That's where I think I met you, though, right? You were in Ellie Beese's live stream. Yep, I remember. I actually remember things by sight. Like, if you were to explain to me, like, saying something like years ago, then it's like, the mind is a very weird thing. So thank you. I'll see you next time in my live stream.